are going live right now. Wait, what's going on, my people? Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxing Trainers Channel. What's happening with you? You know what I mean? Look, man, we are going to have a conversation today about the boot, Jaron Boots Ennis, right? There is so much chatter behind the Phenom, Jaron Boots Ennis, right? And the cool thing about this conversation, or these conversations, right? Nothing is actually materializing. No, nothing is actually materializing. And Jaron Boots Ennis, in my opinion, right, is making boxing a hell of a boring sport based on the fact that everybody, including me, had high regard for the Phenom, Jaron Boots Ennis, as he was labeled, right? Now, nothing to date, in my opinion, again, right, puts him on a pedestal of being considered as a phenomenal boxer, right? But there is people that had created this atmosphere behind drama in the sense that he was so devastating in the ring, right? That he must be considered as a phenom. Now, I'm just here to tell you, I ain't seen none of that. You know, and what really disturbs me is that he keeps getting in a position where he's fighting or attempts to fight all these cats at the top of the food chain when it comes to being great boxers. Terrence Crawford, um, who else was this? The Bootstrap, Virgil Ortiz, um, Teofimo Lopez. And the list goes on and on and on, right? But he has fought nice cats. Something always seems to materialize to make the fight unavailable. For lack of a better term, right? And I'm here to say the same, man. You know, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of trying to be a um, boxing analyst, right? Having to come up with scenarios to fit the situation with Jaron Boots Ennis. At the end of the day, now I've been on record and said this on several occasions, right? In my opinion, Jaron Boots Ennis is a kind of like a coward, right? He don't fight nobody. He don't, I mean, his dad seems to think that he ducks nobody, but he's ducked everybody else. There was that names had been placed before him that was of great stature. Boxers, Virgil Ortiz, the one that comes to mind, right? He ducked him, right? But he stands back the fact that he didn't duck him. He just grew out of that weight. Now, look, man, excuses are one thing, but lies are another, right? And getting to the point when it comes to John Boots, the things that he say that tries to heal the people's wounds for wanting to see him box, right? Good boxers, right? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't working no more. And it's not working for me. And it shouldn't be working for you, right? The fact of the matter is I shouldn't have to come on, right, and talk about John Boots and is ducking people relentlessly. Right, here's the deal. Now, yesterday it was said, breaking news, that John Bruce Ennis was fighting Ellis. Can't recall his first name because just like everybody else he fights, he never fights these people. Right, that was yesterday. Right, so allegedly the contract was signed and he was fighting Ellis. $500,000 goes to Ellis. Right, per Eddie Hearn's negotiation. Today, today it's been announced that Jaron Boots Ennis is fighting Uisma Lima, right, at the 154-pound weight. This is a 12 rounder, October 11, 2025, Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right? Now, who is this guy? Who is Lima? Who is Uisma Lima? I mean, I mean, I'm just like that's just like um uh Ellis. I mean, Ellis was 27-1. Lima is 14-1. 14-1. He's been in the ring 14, 15 times. He's won 14. and he got 10 knockouts, right? One loss, right? But I'm saying compare uh, Boots' record compared to Lima's record. Boots is 34 wins, 30 by knockout, no losses, right? I mean, doesn't that kind of seem kind of odd to y'all, man? That Boots is fighting somebody that's 14 and one, and he has 34 wins up on his belt. Like, didn't that doesn't it appear that Boots might be a little bit more advanced or more efficient than Lima would be to the point where he knows or they know Eddie Hearns included knows that Lima is nowhere in hell or Lima's gonna get the win. I mean, hey, this is the type of conversation Jaron Boots Ennis is creating. I mean, it's kind of like, what else can we talk about? I mean, what is happening today in the state of boxing that has the fan base up in arms wanting to see the fight, right? Jaron Boots Ennis versus Lima? No, hell, we don't want. I don't want. I don't. And I'm speaking for the fan base too, right? I'm speaking for the people that engage my podcast, right? I don't want to see no Lima. Who is Lima? Who the hell is Lima? Look, man. Like I said, man, I shouldn't have to come on and say these these foul things about Drum. Who said about what choice do I have? He's making himself unavailable. The Phenom is making himself unavailable. And I'm not going to sit up here all day and talk about Jaron Boots because it seems like this is the narrative that he has created um, with the podcasters, right? The content creators, right? Nobody has nothing good to say about Jaron Boots, and this should personally affect Jaron Boots to the point where he stopped ducking people and getting in there and represent himself like they have made him out to be as a phenom, right? But to date, in my highly educated boxing opinion, he is not considered as a phenom. He is not considered as one that could possibly be considered for the Hall of Fame. Absolutely not. That being said, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and let me know what y'all think about Jaron Boots Ennis and his sensational ability to duck everybody. That being said, I'm gone.